Hello everyone. In this video we will continue where we left from the previous video, basics of plumbing systems in ArchiCAD, and today we are going to focus more onto pipework for grey water systems from the bathtub. If you didn't watch the first video, I recommend you to do so, and I will put the link in the description for the video. Before we start, let me notify you guys with our festive season special for all our products. It's a mega 50% discount. It doesn't come bigger than that. Check the link also in the description, and let's get started. This is the small project that we're going to use to carry out our demonstration. The first thing that we need to do, let's go to plumbing view. Make sure you're in plumbing view. This is the MS BIM 2021 template that is currently online, so I'll put the link on the description so that you can access it. This is the area that we're going to focus on. We're going to provide the pipework or plumbing system to this bathtub. So if we check on the 3D, let's check on the 3D and check the entire system. So already I've provided the system to majority of the components here. So for the bathtub, if we zoom in here, you see we're going to provide the pipework, the sanitary pipework to collect dirty water from this bathroom, and then to go through the gully trap. From the gully trap, it will be transferred again by the pipe system to the manhole, as you can see here in other instances. There we go. Let's not waste time. The first thing that we need to do is to bring the MEP profile. By so doing, you go to options and then work environment. Let's apply profile. Check here on the list MEP profile, MEP engineering profile. Click on it. It will provide you with this window for MEP routing or the routing system. Then here you have all the necessary tools to carry out your MEP. You have your ductwork, the pipe working, cabling, and then all the likes, the 2D information that is also important. But in this case, we're going to focus under pipe work. These are all the tools that we're going to be using to provide our system to this bathtub. So what I'll do, let me mark you the area that I'm going to work. I'll mark you this bathtub, then right click to show this selection on show mark you on 3D, so that we can analyze this area that we are going to look at. The most important stuff that you need to understand before we can even start plonking items is the system, how it works. The drainage of the bathtub, it has two main components. The first component is the overflow riser, that is basically on this area here. Unfortunately, it doesn't show on this object, on this bathtub object. And then the second part is the tap basket, which is the area that will be used to collect water to the gully trap. And then another component is the S-trap, that is also part of the system that collects water from the tap basket. Let's get started. So the first thing is to start with the tap basket here. So I'll go down to the blend view, then here under the MEP routing, I'll start routing the pipe work. So before you start, make sure the pipe dimensions are correct. I'll copy these ones that are already produced. Check on the settings. This is the diameter is 50, and then we're good to go. Another important part that we need to understand is this the object. If you select this bathtub and then go to settings, under settings, you have to access the connection points of this bathtub. If you check here on the connections tab, you get the list of connections that you can have on this bathtub. We have hot water connection, and then you can provide cold water in this bathtub. but we're gonna start first with the wastewater connection. That is the part that we're gonna look at. So it says the diameter. It gives us the diameter of the point, the outlet of where we're gonna connect it. So I'll change this to 50 millimeters diameter, and then the thickness is fine, the connection length is also fine, which is the part here B. I can have it 100 is fine, and then I'll change the system to plumbing storage, of which is perfect. From here I'll hit OK. There we go. Now let us start our routing. So that there are different ways of doing this, guys. You can do it manual or use routing. You can use these objects to connect them piece by piece to provide, just like you can do practically when you are constructing plumbing systems. So, but with the power of technology, it gives us ways of speeding up the process. I think the routing is also magnificent, guys. So we need to check the diameter of the pipe that we're going to use, and then construction method, we have horizontal, and then we can have our pipe work going upright, then it can be inclined. This is also key, guys. You need to understand it. So let us start. To start the routing, make sure everything is fine. The layer system is according to what you, in this case is the gray water system, which is basically the system that we use to organize data in our project. This is based on the CCI Uniformat 2010, guys, for classifications. Yeah, so start routing. Click on the start routing, then we're gonna start here straight on the tab basket. Click on it, and then I'll now have the construction method going vertical, and then I want it to go down, so I'll say -100. There we go. And then now we move it horizontal, move it to this direction, maybe to there, and then it's gonna throw water on this gully. Then double click to complete the operation, then continue. It disappeared because of the display options, but I can see here there's also the component. Oh, let's just mark it so that you can see clearly. Mark, and then show selection on mark on 3D. Let's check the results. There we go. This is our piping system. So select it. Make sure you suspend groups to select all components. Then let's do this. Let's I'll hide the layer for the walls so that you can have a clear view. Perfect. Let's select this, and then I'll move it bit up like so to have something like that. And then if you check, the diameter of our pipe work is not addressing what we want. So we go back to the settings, to the pipe settings. Under pipe settings, let's go to general settings. Here the thickness should be small, so it increases our diameter. So I'll change this for the sake of 3D. I'll say 5, but normally pipe less than 5 millimeters, so that we can have something like that. And then, because this is a pipe 2, as you can see, we have a pipe 2 here and the 2 pallet, and then we have a bend, a pipe bend 2. So these are a straight pipe 2. Let me suspend the group. These are just a normal pipe work, and then these are the bend 2. So when you change the settings, they are not the same. So you're gonna check, select them, separate, then go back again, and then we do the same. change the thickness to 5 and so that it can give you a nice flow. Perfect. I think we might need to raise it high a bit. Let's move it to there, something like that. Perfect. Yeah, and then here we need to drop down this outlet, the outlet of our thing. So we're gonna change the gradient to be inclined. So suspend group and then select only this pipe. Then if you zoom in a bit, pick this point, then check here under the pet palette, elevate node. So click on it, then we're gonna drop it down by any value you want. In this case, I'll just do this so that you have more like, and if you want, you can also reduce its length as well by using the move node to there. Perfect. Yeah, now I want us to start this whole system by the tab basket. So we're gonna select that, and then I'll reduce the length of this pipe to be there, somewhere there. But the best way is to go to the floor plan. Let's draw my cube more like we're cutting a section across, or no, along the length of our pipe work, like so. And then right click, show selection in 3D, something like this, so that we can have a clear window of working. So I'll raise this a bit. Yeah, and then I'm gonna have the outline. What I would do to create this tab basket, I'll go here in the tools, under pipe work there is a terminal. If you click on terminal, then go to the settings, make sure the layer is according to your layer system. This is gonna be gray water system. Yes, and then I'll pick this one. I'll pick the round flow drain, because you need the receiver of the water here so that it can be collected with this pipe work system. So that's basically what you are doing. And then check the system to plumbing storage. You can check under visualization. I will change the control line or control pen to color 7. This one I'll leave it there, and then change material to whatever material you prefer. So go to connections. Under connections also we have the nominal size, the diameter of this. I think it has to follow the same diameter of our pipe work, which is 50 is fine. I'll leave it at 50. The thickness is also fine, 6, but let me just do 5 to be consistent. And then the connection length, which is the B, is 10. I'll have it, 10 is okay. And then you've got connection type. You can flange it or get it welded. In this case, I will have the flange on the pipe work instead of having it on this object. So what I'll do, hit OK, and then you zoom in here, click on the point of this pipe work, like so. So it will give you this object. So what I'll do, move it down there. I think I need to move it again. Move it like so. So it will snaps the other pipe work that is being connected with. So I need to change the height of this pipe, or maybe do that. has to be connected. Stretch it to, because this reference line, you see this black line, you see this black line, this black reference line, these are we use to connect these two pipe. So for example, each and every pipe will have these points along the reference line. So I'll select this point, pick it, and then drop it down to connect it with this. Automatically it will snap the other pipe that is being connected to. Same applies to the other thing. That's the best thing that I've ever seen in this system, because you need that. You have to have object that snap past each other to make your life simple. So I'll also do the same to this pipe work. Let's join them there. Yeah, automatically it will snap as this. I might need to change the thickness of my pipe work. I think it's too thick. Go back to settings, then let's go under general settings. Under general settings, change it to 2, something like that, and then this I'll change also to 2. Zoom in like so. Let's select this upright pipe, then go to settings. We're gonna change the connections to have it, the connection type, to a flanged. Then make sure the diameter of the flange is 50. Then the flange width also is important. I'll leave it at 30. Flange width is C, and then B is the diameter of the flange, which is basically is supposed to be bigger than the pipe diameter. So what I'll do, I'll change this one to 65, like so. Then okay, so that we can have something like that. On this side it will show like this. Perfect. And then now we are sorted with the tab basket. What we need to do is to introduce the overflow riser. The overflow riser, I'll connect it on this pipe. Let's go to the ground plane. Then I'll do this mark Q like so, then show selection and mark Q. Let me hide these walls. Hide the wall. Do the same to this one. Hide. Perfect, to remain with a clear window. And then I'm gonna introduce another pipe from this one going up to the overflow riser point. So what I'll do, I'll go under the pipe work. You can close the routing for now. Go under the transition, or the takeoff tool. If we click on it, let's go to its settings, and then under connection length, blah blah, the thickness, let's have it to 2. Then under visualization, I'm going to change the control type, control pen, to color 7 to be consistent. Same applies to the center line. And then the material I'll change also to match the existing one. Then do the same to this one. Go to connections. Under connections, we're gonna change this to a flanged connection. And then the flange diameter, we're gonna have it 65. Then flanged width, we're gonna be consistent. This one is 30. And then the diameter of the pipe is gonna be 50. The flange diameter, I said 65. I don't know why it's doing this. yeah, and then the thickness to 2. Then we are good to go. I hope you guys understand this matrix of the flanged and then the flange diameter and flange width. It's very, very important. Then hit OK. From here, we're gonna go closer to this pipe and then hover your cursor above to pick the plane. Make sure it's horizontal plane like this one. Don't have it slide this way. I'll prefer it vertical, I mean horizontal. Then click on it. Click on it. Yeah, if you click on it, it will do this. It will indicate these arrows to show the direction of your pipe. In this case, you are going vertical, upright. So I'll hover the mouse to the up so that it can get the direction, and then click. There we go. Now we have what? We have the connection point here, and then it's flexible, it's editable. You can also drag it, move it where you want, like so. It will snap us the mother pipe like so, and then we're gonna have another pipe going up. Instead of routing like the way we did, we can do it manual. I can pick the parameters of this pipe, then click, oh sorry guys, click on the center point, just like that. And then in this case, this one I won't have it flanged. What I'll do, go back to its settings, then under connection, let's change it to welded, because it's the one that will go in the flange of the connection one, or the transition pipe. Perfect. Something like this. And then let's reduce its height to somewhere here. Then we're gonna go to, let's pick the bend pipe, because we're gonna have the bend to move it on this direction. I can pick the bend tool here, or our magic wand to pick the parameters of this bend here. And then what I'll do, I'll zoom in, click in this point, and then indicate the direction of your bend. So it will be in this direction, just like that. I'm having issues here with the bend. It's not 100% thing. What I'll do, I'll delete it, because of the slanting, the gradient that I provided on this one, so of which is not something that I want in this case. Here I want just a 90-degree bend. I hope you understand. So I'll pick the bend and then start a nice bend from scratch. My computer, I don't know why it's doing this. Oh, I think it's fine. It did the same thing, but we can try check on the settings. Maybe we can change it. The bend angle should be 90. Yeah, something like that. Perfect. So we need now a straight pipe that will go all the way. So what I'll do, I'll zoom in a bit there, and then do this, pick the parameters of this one by Alt hold in the keyboard. So then you click there, it will snap us the first, or the bend to connect it. So from here I will stretch this back like so. Oh, my computer. So from here we need now, let's hide the layer, let's hide this object. Plumbing fixture is fine. Right click on the window and then hide the layer. Perfect. So that you can understand how this system works. So what I'll do here, I'll copy, or I'll pick the parameters of this, and then I'll place it there, because it's also, you have to have the receiver here for the overflowing of our water, something like that. something like this. Simple, guys, it's pretty simple. I think the main challenge is understanding the language and the system, how this thing works. Go back to the MEP. What I want to check here is this has to go back a bit. What I'll do the same MEP to cut a section like so. Then do the same. Move this. Okay, I can just move that horizontal like so. Then adjust the size of this pipe. Make sure it snaps. No, it didn't snap. What I'll do is that. Perfect. This is how the system works, guys. I don't know from the, let's try this. I don't know, you can cut this using solid element operations. Let's see if we can do solid element operations in object. I've seen some way. So you select one, select this, and then right click on the screen like so, go to connect, then pick solid element operation. So having this bathtub selected, it will be our target. That is why I'm selecting the object first, then I right click and go to bring on the solid element operations. Is to kill two birds with one stone. So here I'll pick these points or these objects, these components, that then this will be my operate. Then I just hit subtract. There we go, it's subtracted. So now we have a nice nice cut into the bathtub. So we're gonna do the same into this wall. Pick this wall as a target, then let's pick the pipe components. So it's gonna be ticky on this one. So what you can do is go to or hide this layer like so, then pick these components as operator, and then subtract. Perfect. Now if you bring back your walls, you see the cut. Let's bring back the walls and you see the cut. It's nicely been cut. So we need to do the same on this one. This will act as an operator, then the target is the wall. Subtract to execute. Something is left here. Okay. Pick this as an operator, that as a target. Something strange here happens. I think it's because we don't have a pipe going all the way here. So I don't know how to solve this problem. Operator. Oh, there are two walls. Sorry guys. There are two, so this will be the target this time around, and then boom, that is way. But we have this left. I don't know why. As a target, this will be the operator. Oh, it's not bad, guys. I'll leave it to you guys. Let me challenge you. Go to the comment section and give us your solution to this problem. Okay. Yeah, if you look at now, the entire system is working. So let's let's mark you all like this. Perfect. I'm impressed. I'm impressed with the overall. Now we need to continue or to connect the galley trap to the main hole. It's pretty simple. What we're going to do, we're going to do same thing using routing. We're going to use routing. So go to options, so the window, to bring in the routing window. Then go to palettes. Let's check MEP routing there. Perfect. So we're gonna start. Let's pick same settings to this one. Let's check the diameter of this is 90. So I'll change the diameter of this pipe routing to 90, and then I'll start routing. I'll pick this, go that way, and then to there are two ways we can connect it to these ones. Instead of having another connection to the main hole, we can have it going to this point. Let's do it again. Start routing, go there, and then there. Double click on this to complete the operation. Let's check on the 3D. Select the pipe. Let me close this. Select the pipe, change the settings. We said we want the diameter to be 90. If you go to general settings, change the thickness to 2, so that I'll go back. See, there's a problem here. Then change the system to plumbing storage, just like that. I still think it's big. It's too big, the pipe. So what I'll do, go back to the settings, change it to the diameter to 50. 50 is fine. The thickness to 2, something like that. Then let's stretch this to there. I'm gonna show you something. Make sure the colors, the color pens are the same. Under visualization, change the control pen to color 6. Same applies to the center line. Then okay. So I'm gonna show you something. There's what you call the transition in terms of the two different sizes of the pipes. Like in this case, we have a bigger diameter here, and then this one is smaller than that. But we need to connect this by using a bend pipe to connect these two, the galley trap and this. So what you need to do, we start first by clicking. Let's pick the bend tool, and then hover your mouse there to find the center. It will snap the center, as you can see on the screen. Click on it, and then let's change the direction to that way. Perfect. And I think let's change the bend radius to 90 degrees. Bend angle to 90 degrees, something like that. And then I'm gonna stretch this to somewhere there. Now we need a transition of this diameter to that one. So we're gonna use the transition pipe tool. Go to the settings, select it, and then go to settings. Make sure under MEP systems it matches what you want. So we have two different points, main one and then the main two. Remember, each represent the different diameters of the two pipes. So the main one, I think, is the one on the starting point. So the one I'm sure about is the main two, which is I'm changing the diameter to 50. Then I'll have it flanged. My flange width will be 30, then the diameter will be 65. Thickness 2 millimeters. Come under visualization, the contour plane, be consistent. Same applies to this. The surface, I'll use the same surface that I've been using, which is the laminate white. And then let's hover the mouse to click on the reference line, like so. You get, now we have transition between the two. What we need to do, you see, it's more like angled. If you go back, select it and then go back to the settings. Under general settings, you see there is this B. There's this offset that we are seeing here. We have C offset and then B offset. We'll put it on 0 so that we have a straight finish. There we go. Let me stretch it back because we don't need necessarily to have it long. Something like that. And then check this, guys. Let's move this pipe. Just move it using the points. Pick this, and then if you rotate a bit there, you see there's a point, there's a dot, there's a black dot by the center there. Just place it there. It will snap out that. Just like that. So amazing. So now we need to connect this pipe to this one. But here we need a T junction. We need a T pipe to connect, to be able to connect this. So what we'll do, let's go to the T or the takeoff. We can still have the takeoff here. Select the takeoff. Oh, sorry, this is unselected. Takeoff. We're gonna pick, make sure the settings is what you want. Visualization, everything is fine, everything is okay. So select the surface of that. Oh my god, what is it doing? Try to, there's something wrong about it. I don't know why it's refusing. We need to connect this by using it. That's the transition. I mean, that's the takeoff, sorry. Exactly what I want. Oh yeah. There we go. And then the direction to that side. Perfect. And then I'll try to have this aligned with this pipe. Move it up and then make sure this is your reference. I don't know, it can happen like this, but for the sake of this demonstration is fine. You get what I'm trying to say. And then if you check here, this is not in line. What I'll do, I'll go make sure these three are grouped. Let me group them. Select all of them, then Control G in the keyboard. Then let's go to the plan view. Here, what I'll do, I'll select this other one. Select that. Then make sure its groups are suspended. Then go the ways. I'll make sure it's in line with this point, with the center point of that, like so. I'll rotate it that way. Go back to the 3D, and then it should be in line. So what I will do, I'll stretch this, sorry, unsuspend groups, stretch that to snap. It should join that. No, I need to rotate it again. to rotate it again. Do the same. Go back here. Do this. Okay, I'm having a problem here with aligning this, but you can also add a transition here or a bend. I wanted to have a straight connection, so I might adjust the position of the gullet trap, or maybe bring this pipe a bit further so that it can accommodate that. But that's basically it, guys. I can have, for now, let's do this. Let me see. The suspend groups. You can't have connection like that. So this will be cheating. That's what I'm trying to solve. This will be cheating. You can't have it this way. This will be cheating. That's why I'm trying to have it nicely. So the best way now is to position this so that it can be aligned with the other side. So that's the importance of doing this kind of work first initially before you make mistakes in construction. So here the solution is not costly, as you can have it on site. So thank you guys for your attention. I'll see you in the next video. Make sure you subscribe if you're new to this channel, and then share, like, and comment for any queries, questions, any clarification you might want us to address. So yeah, once again, guys, thank you for the support. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.